Okay, we're gonna start with the earth signs. Let's start with Capricorn first. Capricorn, you want to know if you have what it takes to get to the other side. Do you have enough? Do you have enough will, strength, integrity, money to get to the other side? You're really trying hard with this endeavor, Capricorn. Like you are struggling through to make it to the other side here. My heart's like busting all of a sudden. There's definitely you, this is for me is keeping your eye on the prize in this regard. You know, this, a lot of times they call it controlling and whatnot, but I see here that you're really hanging on to your money. Like you need to hang on to your money for some reason. You're focusing on what I believe is your true north. It's your skill, it's like the only thing you fucking have. It's your innate skill to do whatever it is that you do. It's just like, this is the goal. You know, you want to know if you have what it takes. You've missed a lot of boats, that's for sure. So now it seems like all those opportunities wasted makes it extra harder for you to go, because it's like everybody's gone. Everybody's made it to a certain point and you feel like there's no boat left to take. Dragged around your responsibilities a lot at one point. Didn't quite work through them the way you're supposed to. I think that you got hindered by having to help somebody. You were like somebody's burden, like a parent here. Gosh, you feel like you already said goodbye to your future. This is not cool. This is not cool, Capricorn. You're here again. This is very similar to this, to which we have sevens again and the tower. No, this is not the worst thing in the world here. Let's just get, hold on. With here, it's like you're wondering if you have enough to get there. Here is if you have enough strength. Do you have enough will to get there? Here's like, are you enough to get there? Do you have enough? You trying to figure out. Gosh, I see you like going back to the drawing board when it's too late. Why do you do that? Why are you doing this? Wow, you really feel like you fucking failed here or something, man. You have the Seven of Swords here also. You know, in this deck, this means please don't judge me for the way I make my living. That's what it says. Like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get a big fat meal. And then you have the Tower here. So whatever effort that was, it was definitely less than ideal. That's for sure. This may have affected some other people too. Is that why you feel so stuck here? Capricorn. I mean, Capricorns feel stuck anyway. They're half in, half out. They can't go search the earth for things. They can't really go into the water. You know, they're like stuck doing the doggy paddle with a fishtail. I don't envy Capricorns at all. They have it tough. I feel like they are the most handicapped of all the signs because of their duality that never gets to fully go in, you know? They never get to fully submerge. They never get to fully come out. This is why there's always this feelings at 7, like, am I enough? Is this gonna even go well for me? Capricorn, you have to leave these past things behind. They're done. I feel like you think all these, see, this is like PTSD here, and you feel like this shit is going to follow you through, but I don't think it is. I don't see it totally. I feel like a lot of this needs to be left behind. I think you need to maybe find a new way to do things, which is also reflected here. It's like, fuck, man. This is like a total waste if you don't like batten down the hatches and get your ass to the end. I mean, you had a goal. You have some kind of talent here, okay? You have some kind of talent where you do something, and this is what I'm saying. It's the only thing you fucking have. And it's not really, but what I'm saying is that's how you're seeing it. It's like your only one true value. And you're hanging on to it. It's like rubbing it together like two fucking sticks or flint rocks and shit. You're trying to heal up a whole bunch of stuff that had gone on because of these responsibilities that were put onto you. You're made to feel very, very guilty. Very, very guilty. Good thing is that now that you are done it, you're going through this path here, see? And you're going to be moving from courageously trying to get through this. And this is not you having the strength. This is you trying to muster the strength. You're having issues harnessing it. But next you're going to go to the star, which is lots of healing. Let's finally, the night after a long fucking day of hell, and you sit by the water and you clean, well, this bitch is cleaning cups and shit, but you clean yourself and you clean your face and you try to reflect whether or not you did a good job, but you still have to give it to God in that sense that what you did today, you can only see what happens, what the repercussions of that is going to be tomorrow. You no longer have the power. You've done enough. That's all you got. And even here it says that you can only do so much. You feel very handicapped, that's for sure. You feel like you got like a late start. I feel like you were the black sheep of the family. You were the one that was like a scapegoat. I see you in this moment of like, at one point I felt I was normal. You can't return there again. This is something reminiscent of the past of like, I know I had this. See, right now you're letting something slip between your fingers, and it has to do with you not letting go of all this shit. Fine, whatever. See, because you haven't sort of let that wash off, right? This means that you don't have room for all the new stuff that needs to come through for you, like all the new gifts and whatnot. As you heal, and this is really sad because here you have the inability. These two cards actually together are really interesting because, what was I going to say? You're starting to have the ability to have strength, okay? You're just starting to repair. It's like the scabs have finally formed, but you are not able to reach out and grab all the good things that were supposed to come to you. You've got like a dry field, man. You have like some kind of, it's this shit. This is the shroud here, but it's in the past. You see how fucking far it is? And then you're like trying to take it, and somehow you're making it somebody else's problem here because you're not allowing whatever's supposed to come toward you to come toward you. You know, I was trying to explain it to a lady earlier, the way it's like, your husband's going to send you somebody, I told her, probably before you're ready, because it's like trying to guide like two feathers in the wind. It's like, okay, now go this way. And you're trying to, that's what divinely guided means sometimes for me, is that, you know, it's like you're finally going to get pushed together with this person. But if you're not at least open and receptive to something new, it's going to pass you by. And that divine guidance is only going to try and make it happen like one or two times. But after that, it's going to say, you know what? This person is not entering this door. It now needs to be meant for somebody else who would work really well with this person. You know? Let's see here. Yeah, I feel like good things come to you very seldomly. Very, very seldomly. Yeah, man. Here's the thing. I think this is going to end. I think that you're going to use all of your lessons to stop. First of all, I think you need to stop, like, beating yourself up. I do. You keep beating yourself up about, like, what it shoulda, coulda. And, this is taking effort from you now, and this is why you're struggling, because you don't know if you're going to be met with this. I don't know if this is just like your perception of what's going to happen. I think you're trying to tell Spirit saying it's like this person doesn't know any different. They don't know how else to do this shit. They don't know how not to go down this path. And they know what the repercussions are. They know they leave people hanging. They know they got to change their ways. They reflect all the time. Now this one's upside down. When it came out, this one was upside down. So I see you like sabotaging whatever cycle this is. You're like in the middle, bro. You're like not near the end. This is all shit that's from long. This is like, I don't know if, like she's surfing like, I'm like, this was several sessions ago. You know, where the tide goes out, you know, and it's just, this has been taken out of your life so much. As this moves, these move away, and then this kind of comes on a conveyor belt, right? You gotta think of it like that, but you're still holding on to what seems like 4 cycles in of all kinds of stuff. I mean, it does seem stuff that was recent from the present position, but still moving on. It should not be popping up here. I think this is a secret that you're holding back with somebody, and you're afraid that they're going to find out. Possibly. That's why you can't move. You're waiting for some kind of legality to come through, that you haven't shared this with somebody that you need to share it with. Maybe you feel like you can't join them because shit's taking too long. Whatever answer you're waiting for is taking way too long. Capricorn. Let's see what the other signs are doing. If you're dealing, if you're dealing with the water signs. Okay. What's going on with the water signs? Six of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands. And this is the same card here. Okay. Oops, excuse me. Again, not knowing if you did a good enough job. At Six of Pentacles, I feel like you should feel like, oh, well, this is a good start. This is a good start. And then you're unsure of what this person asks of you. You're like, no, you told me these directions, and then you made it a different way. I feel like there's some blockage here. There's somebody standing in your way here. The Hermit. And the Five of Swords. If you're dealing with any kind of water sign, I'm going to say that they're not out to get you, but they're a little jealous of you. They may not want you to succeed entirely. They want you to have to depend on them. They want you to have to keep coming over and asking how it's done. And if you don't, it's considered insubordinate. Sorry, I don't know why I do that with my hands. It's so weird. If you're talking to a Pisces, let's see. You have to stay at this job until new doors open up. That's what this person is holding. That's what they're like cock blocking right now. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Wheel of Fortune, this person is afraid that you are going to take their job. If you're dealing with Scorpio, Knight of Pentacles, yeah, man, I don't see you leaving this situation, okay? What this is telling me is that despite having to argue with this person, you're going to continue to do your job. How that will turn out, I don't know. It seems 4 of Pentacles upside down. So what that is telling me, because these are the same card here, is that your job might, whatever work that you do, don't do extra work because it's going to end up being moot. A moot effort. All right, water for, that's for water. And then, ooh, okay. Let's do fire. If you're dealing with anybody in the fire tribe. Having to double deal, having to kind of juggle. Ooh, you're gonna have to, okay, so you're gonna have to play nice is what this is here for some reason. Or at least they feel that they have to play nice with you for the time being. They feel like somehow they can't get away from you. They're sad. Their energy goes from one side to the other, to one to the other, like trying to get away from you, then coming closer to you, then getting away from you. You guys are toxic to each other, whatever this shit is over here. Oh yeah, there you go. Double dealing with the two pentacles there. When you do cartomancy, that's what that means, double dealing. You got two ladies there. And another guy here, so I don't know what this is. Maybe these are where all your loyalties are here. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius and you're dealing directly with your talent right now, this person, the Sagittarius, is going to help you get further in whatever it is that you're good at. Just so you know. Like, they're a good resource for you. Aries, this fucking motherfucker. If you're dealing with an Aries, this person is from the past and they're very weepy. They're very nostalgic. They're probably kind of needy for you. That's so sad. This is somebody I don't know if you necessarily want in your life. I don't think they're over you. If you had, I mean, this could be a mom too, you know, but there's just this, God, like, it's almost like they're always over emotional. It's really obnoxious. If you're dealing with Leo, well, I'd say that this person isn't obnoxious, but they are like super poisonous to you. I don't think that I think you admire them, so you haven't quite figured that out about them yet, like what's like off about them. But I think if you were to get to know them really well, you would find that they have some daddy issues or something. Maybe some mommy issues. They also may be after what you possess. I'm sorry. Gold digger. That's the correct term. So I wouldn't say daddy or mommy issues. I would say that they're more of a gold digger. They have ulterior motives. Oh, wait, we already did this one. If you're dealing with people with the Earth tribe. Sorry, I'm trying to get my background music again. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty. I have like the last of my water. Ooh. I'm trying to like cut that in half so I have like one more sip. I hear a heartbeat in my head. Anyway, I don't know whose heartbeat it is, but let me just lay out some of these cards here. All right, so with the Hierophant, actually, I think it's supposed to do this the way I had it before. Okay. So with the Hierophant here, losing opportunities to make things better. So I don't think this is a person in your life. This might be something that you kind of are reflecting here and here. As you kind of move through these certain stages of the events, basically, you're going to have more opportunities for things to come in. And I see that you're just not, you're not pursuing them. You're not. Capricorn, this is your stack. This is your stack. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, we have the Eight of Swords here, which is basically just as bad as the Eight of Wands upside down, because then it just says you're not going with the flow, you're not receiving messages, things are being delayed, da 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 da. Your growth, your personal growth here is being delayed. It's no surprise that this is the Earth, like cards are going to reflect you. For Taurus, well, I don't think it necessarily means Taurus right now, because it's so deep into who you are. We have a lot of these lies, deceit that you have to, for instance, for everything that happens, you have some part, even the tiniest part to play in whatever went on. Whether you were just involved or you like perpetrated it is something different. But either way, there is a responsibility that you understand and you are now truly taking. And this feels kind of like, you know, you're like a rock bottom here. Seven of Cups upside down. I think you feel like either you're being watched because you're coming in as the Emperor. You may have like some status here and you're trying very hard not to let people see this, but I think it's pretty evident. I think it's pretty evident that some work needs to be done with you. All right, let's do... Okay, if you're dealing with air signs. Gotta find a longer song. I've played this one like 7 times. And you got the star in the Aquarius position too. Let's see, that's fun. Okay, Aquarius. Sorry, no, that wasn't. That was the Gemini one. Gemini and Libra. If you happen to be dealing with an Aquarius, Capricorn, they got the Capricorn card. I think you need to stop worrying about who you used to be and worry about who you can become. You have a really shitty pattern here that you will not make it to 10. You only make it to 7. Things destruct. And that's it. That's a horrible way to live. It really is. You're worth more than that. In case you didn't know. If you're dealing with a Gemini, you'll find lots of healing with the Gemini. This is a person who is also trying to get their self healed. They're also trying to find the balance within. You guys will possibly have similar stories. They're not totally on the bend yet. They're still trying to figure things out. If you're dating or waiting for a Libra, or your involvement has to do with a Libra, this person is staying away from you. They're staying away from you. They're not talking to you. They're avoiding you like the plague. They don't like the face that you put on, especially when they know that you're struggling. They know that you're struggling. Is there anything here that you can tell me, Spirit? Give me some more advice of like what the fuck should this person do? Well, we have the 5 and the strength there. When I look at this by itself together, I see somebody is like, okay, you know what? You've grieved for a certain amount of time, and now that it's no longer appropriate to feel that way, you move on with strength. But you do have strength. You're just honing in on it. Honing in, excuse me. Did I say honing? Because I have such dry mouth right now. Ah! Be frank with yourself. You need to start seeing things from outside perspective. Your perspective is no longer... you can't trust it. You are so used to second guessing yourself, you cannot trust your first instinct anymore. So at this point, what you need to do is you need to look at yourself from the outside perspective. You do have to learn how to trust your gut, by the way. You will, but you don't have a clear picture of that. It's like it needs like a little bit, it needs some balancing. If you don't change like these habits, you're gonna just end up, I feel like you're trapped in your own mind. Like you feel like all these, like this PTSD stuff, this is the same card. It's like it's part of your DNA. You think it's you, this shroud, it's kind of like you're creating a generational curse. I'm sorry, I'm like all stretching right now. You're creating a generational curse to which you feel like you've been plagued. It's some kind of anathema. I know what that's like. I too have a very similar anathema, but this isn't me. It's the feeling of everybody else grows up and somehow you're left behind and you don't get what everybody else gets. And it's painful, but that needs to be left behind. Those are just like childhood trigger things. But the problem is that all this shit went on well into your adulthood too. That's why it's so hard for you to